Once upon a time, in a busy city filled with noise and endless choices, there lived a man named Marcus. Marcus was like many of us. He faced decisions every day, big and small. Some choices were easy, like what to eat for breakfast. Others were harder, like whether to take a new job or stay in his current one. Marcus often felt stressed and unsure. He wondered if there was a better way to make decisions, a way that would bring him peace and clarity. One evening, after a long and tiring day, Marcus sat in his small apartment, staring at the ceiling. His mind was full of worries. He had to make an important decision soon, and he did not know what to do. That night he dreamed of an old philosopher, a wise man with a calm face and steady eyes. The philosopher spoke to him in the dream. "Marcus," he said, "the answers you seek are within you. But first you must learn to see clearly." When Marcus woke up, he remembered the dream. He felt curious. Who was this philosopher? He searched online and found out about Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that taught people how to live with wisdom and strength. The more he read, the more he realized that Stoicism could help him with his decision-making. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react. This idea was powerful for Marcus. He learned that good decisions come from a calm and clear mind, not from fear or emotion. The first step was to separate what he could control from what he could not. Marcus began to practice this. When faced with a decision, he asked himself, what parts of this situation can I control? For example, if he was worried about a work project, he realized he could control his effort and preparation, but not the opinions of his boss or co-workers. This simple question helped him focus on what mattered and let go of unnecessary stress. Next, Marcus learned about the Stoic practice of premeditation of evils. This meant imagining the worst-case scenario and understanding that even if it happened, he could handle it. At first, this seemed scary. Why think about bad things? But Marcus discovered that by facing his fears, they lost their power. If he imagined losing his job, for example, he realized he could find another one or live more simply. This made his decisions less fearful and more rational. Another important Stoic idea was taking a view from above. This meant stepping back and looking at his life as if he were watching from a high place. When Marcus did this, he saw that many of his worries were small in the grand scheme of things. A difficult decision today would not matter as much in 10 years. This perspective helped him stay calm and avoid overreacting. Marcus also practiced self-reflection. Every evening, he asked himself questions like, did I act with virtue today? Did I let emotions control me? This helped him learn from his mistakes and make better choices in the future. He realized that decisions were not just about outcomes, but about who he became in the process. Over time, Marcus noticed a change. He was no longer paralyzed by indecision. He still faced hard choices, but he approached them with calm and clarity. One day, his friend asked him for advice. How do you stay so peaceful when life is so uncertain? Marcus smiled. I practice Stoicism, he said. It doesn't remove problems, but it helps me face them with a strong mind. The friend was intrigued and asked Marcus to teach him. Soon, others joined, and Marcus found himself sharing Stoic wisdom with many people. They all learned that decision-making was not about having all the answers, but about developing a strong and steady mind. Years passed, and Marcus grew older. He faced many challenges: loss, failure, uncertainty. But he never lost his inner strength. He knew that Stoicism had given him the tools to navigate life with wisdom. On his last day, surrounded by loved ones, he felt at peace. He had lived with virtue, made decisions with clarity, and left behind a legacy of wisdom. And so, the story of Marcus reminds us that Stoicism is not just philosophy, it is a way of life. By practicing its principles, we can improve our decision-making, face challenges with courage, and find peace in an unpredictable world. The power lies within us. We only need to learn how to use it.